how are you feeling about that plea deal and that sentencing?
I feel like she should have got the whole 12, if that was max. He can't come back anymore, so why should she be with her family and enjoy her holidays and all?
And although they didn't set the sentencing, the judge advised he's going to take that under advisement when they do go through with the sentencing. What is that message you want those considering the sentencing and the judge? What is it that you want them to know before they make that decision?
I just want them to realize that I know she took a bad step that day when she got behind the wheel, and I hope and pray to God she don't ever do that again. But when he makes that decision, I want him to stop and think before he does. What if it was his son, or maybe his grandson that she gets out and does this to again? What then? Will she just get slapped on the wrist again, or will she get the max?
And I want to take a step back for a second, because I know this is a lot, but just seeing the overwhelming support that he has, what was he like?
Sauce.
My baby was the best. He would help anybody. I've even seen him go to the neighbors, and he didn't know the neighbor that well, but he loved snow ice cream.
Yeah.
And he took it over to the neighbor one night and give him a big bowl of snow ice cream. When it was time to clean his garden out, he went over and cleaned his garden. He would help anybody. He didn't care. He just had a big heart.
And
Always had a big smile.
he was really hard on his nieces and kids, and especially us nieces. He was overprotective. He loved us.
He wanted everybody to do right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be like,
But he was the ball of everything. I
He was
mean,
the jokester.
holidays he cut up. He was the one that made everybody laugh.
He's like the glue that holds our family together.
did he give like the boyfriends a hard time?
Oh yes.
Definitely.
You
That's all
had-
three of
That
us.
lovely
Yeah.
song of cleaning your gun, your dad being there, it was our uncle.
It was definitely our uncle.
He was definitely the sunshine and the star in our family.
And that was your baby brother. What memories do you have? I know you probably picked on him a lot.
We practically raised Bub. At that age, Mom had to work. Dad was out on the road. So it was more like I lost a best friend. I lost a brother. I lost a kid. All three at the same time. I love Timothy Lee with all my heart. There ain't nothing I wouldn't do for that boy. There's been times he's called me and said, Bub, I need you in the middle of the night. And I was there. You know.
Or vice versa. If you'd have called him.
Vice versa. If I called him, he'd be there. Tim always had a smile on his face, a joke on his mind. Loved to ride his bike. Loved it. He made mistakes in life, as we all do, you know. And he just done the best he could. He's just all around good guy. He didn't deserve to die that day in the road.
He was coming home from
He
work.
was coming home from work. He'd been at work all day. He was coming home to cook steaks. This is where he was headed to.
He was working extra because his second daughter was wanting to come and live with him, and he was fighting for custody of her. And that's why he was working that day, was for extra money.
He was a very hard worker. You know, and he held all of us really close. And
You know, there was times I was gone away from the family, and he took care of my daughter just like his.
my uncles raised me. Those are like my dads. So losing him, it's hard. If I was to lose my Uncle Scott, I'd probably feel even more worse off than I already am. So,
No.
it's like losing a parent. I don't know, this is my real dad, and if I lost him, I'd feel the same way. But my grandparents, my uncles, and my dad all had a hand in raising me. So it's very complicated to go home and go through photo albums and see me, Lexi, and my uncle together, and he's not here no more. All we have is a grave to go visit. We don't have him here.
And from what I heard, he has a grandkid on the way.
He does
Yeah.
his first grandbaby.
He has his
His
first
oldest-
granddaughter coming.
His oldest daughter, Alexis Nicole, she's fixing to have a baby.
He was so excited when I gave birth to my daughter, so I can only imagine how he would have felt about his own grandbaby.
And any last words do you have for anybody? For Hart, for the judge, for anyone?
Like I say, I hope she realizes what drinking and driving can do. She's got a lot on her mind, I know, and she has to look at herself in the mirror every morning. And I just want her to realize how much hurt, how much pain drinking and driving has caused this whole family. Because we were a close family, we really were. And you take one out, and it's awful. And you take one away.
It's like a piece of your heart goes. It's not like just a piece of the,
It's not just like a body gone.
yeah, it's a
It's
piece of
half
your
of
heart.
you.
A piece of your heart, a piece of the family, a piece of your memories. That's all gone. And the memories that he remembered will never be spoke of again, you know?
I can't.
I just say
I
that everyone.
don't, the only words
Yeah.
I would have would be if you're a drinker or in addiction of any kind, stop and think how you might affect
Other lives.
Other lives around.
other lives before you jump behind the wheel and drive. Because there's fathers, mothers, daughters, they're all out there driving too. So just stop and think and be aware, you know? Always look twice before you pull out. Don't talk on your cell phone while you're driving. I mean, I ride his daughter all the time about that. You know, get off that cell phone you're driving, you know? Just think, you know, that vehicle is
A lot of horsepower.
a lot of horsepower and a lot of weight and a lot of responsibility go behind that vehicle. And the person operating that vehicle needs to be aware of what's going on
The dangers that they can cause.
and the dangers, the life that they can take or the harm that they can cause. 'Cause we'll never get to see my brother again.
My only
And
wish.
she's yet to show any kind of remorse for that. She was asked today if she had anything to say.
I
No,
mean-
Your Honor.
All she'd have to do was turn around and say, "I'm so sorry."
That would have been great. I don't see that happening with her. I
My
don't
big
think she
thing-
even recalls the incident.
My big thing is I hope that when everyone sits down to eat dinner tonight with everyone surrounding their family, just keep it in your mind that ours was missing one for Thanksgiving this year. Christmas last year. Christmas again this year. Yes, we had a place setting at our Thanksgiving table for him, and we will continue that every single year.
That's right.
But there's not a body there. So yes, in our situation, we got the worst case. He was killed. But there are plenty of people out here who have chose to drink and drive. They've injured themselves. They've put people in wheelchairs for the rest of their lives. They've injured more than just a family. They've injured hearts, a whole town, a community, an employer, because now this particular man that he was working for is without an employee. So it's more than just the family at home. It's an entire community that they affect. So before you choose to grab your car keys after you know you've drank far too many drinks, far too many things at the bar, far too many things at home, think about others before you think about yourself. That is the big thing. And remember, as you gather tonight, that one family is without and has yet to hear, "I'm sorry, I regret the day," nothing, no remarks at all, other than, "I agreed to a plea deal."
Yeah.
I've sat and held my mother many a nights. Me and my girlfriend both. And this has made me aware of a lot of things in my own life that I've had to change.
For a while.
But it's just that don't go to bed mad at each other, because we're never promised tomorrow. Never.
My Uncle Tim always told us never go and tell someone that you hate them because you don't know if they're gonna not walk out that door and not come back. And I struggled a lot with my relationships with my family because of anger. And when I lost my Uncle Tim, I distanced myself. And that's my biggest regret because I was so scared that if I lost someone else, I wasn't going to come back from it. And my only wish is that I genuinely wish that we could take back time and someone take those keys from her that day so that my uncle could still be here. Because he was genuinely a good, hardworking person, and he loved his family, and he just wanted to be with his kids, and now they're without a father.
I would like to say something to Debbie Hart. You know, this year you got to sit down with your family. You got to watch your grandkids open gifts. You got to sit across the table from your mother. You got to watch your kids if you have any. You got to be with your family. Me and my mom and dad and my girlfriend spent the holiday at the graveyard. I wanted to think about that.
With the tombstone.
For every day that she's gone, I want her to think about that.
With the tombstone, not the person.
I got a tombstone to talk to today instead of a brother.